Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Mineral Area College receives a nice surprise. A new drug has been made to fight against making meth. And if you like chili, you'll have the chance to taste some coming up. All of these stories are coming up.
Some wintry precipitation's on the way for southeast Missouri. I'll let you know about that coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins. Thanks for joining us, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you on 18 Eyewitness News. Mineral Area College received a nice surprise last week when the college found out that the state's budget would allow the college to receive nearly $50,000. With that in mind, the college receiving the money, MAC President Dr. Stephen Kurtz says that the money will give the college a little breathing room.
Our budget is right on line, right on target to budget versus actual numbers, so it gives us a little bit of breathing room.
Kurtz says when the budget was approved for higher education, the governor immediately withheld 1% because of uncertainty. Kurtz tells 18 Eyewitness News how it affects the college.
Impacted the college slightly is about $48,000. How it impacts Mineral Area, probably not much, is in the fact that our budget already had that reflected, and so we were going to go to the trustees to reduce that amount because the governor withheld it.
Kurtz says it's good to receive the money that the college didn't expect to get. Well, now Dustin Kopp is here with a look at our first forecast. Dustin, are we still on that roller coaster ride?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, we're seeing temperatures right now in the 40s, 43 in Festus and St. Genevieve, 45 in Piedmont, 46 right now in Poplar Bluff. Go through the evening hours, we're going to be seeing clear skies for the most part. 7 p.m. temperature 41, 37 by 9. By midnight, we'll see a temperature of 34. What's in store for the rest of the week? All the details coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
After taking a step forward to making sure that meth-making drugs would be harder to get, the city of Perryville will be allowing the sale of a new decongestant that can't be used in making methamphetamine. City Administrator Brett Burrick tells 18 Eyewitness News that a Missouri company was able to make the new medicine.
Found that the Maryland Heights pharmaceutical company did create something that is unable to be broke down to meth. And as we understand it, the federal government, labs all over the world have tried to unsuccessfully.
The new drug, Zephyrix D, has been made an ordinance in Perryville and should be available in the near future. About 400 pharmacies have already made the drug available. Search crews searched by land and water Saturday looking for Jackie Waller after going missing more than 20 months ago. Crews spent several weeks organizing a search across the river in Illinois. Several agencies, including the Cape Girardeau Fire Department, several canine teams, and landowners were involved in Saturday's search. Jackie's estranged husband, Clay Waller, remains behind bars, charged with first-degree murder in connection with Jackie's disappearance. Clay will stand trial in September. Missouri Republicans have chosen Jason Smith as their candidate to replace former Congresswoman Joanne Emerson, who left office in January. The nomination took place Saturday after several rounds by voting of the Republican committee. Currently, Smith is the Speaker pro tem of the Missouri House. Democrats will select their nominee next Saturday. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, a chili cook-off is around the corner. We'll tell you where when we come back.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crossley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice.
can heat also be cool? When it comes from targeted induction technology, which uses electromagnetic waves to quick heat your pan, boiling up to 40% faster, while the surface around it stays perfectly cool to the touch. It's faster, hotter, and, well, cooler.
Hi, Bob Seabaugh at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance. Come and see this and other great features and benefits that will amaze you. Now on sale at Seabaugh Furniture and Appliance in downtown Fredericktown.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
A Bonne Terre woman is a little richer after winning the top prize on a Missouri lottery 20 times the cash scratch-off ticket. The Missouri Lottery is reporting that 53-year-old Dorinda Cannon won $100,000 in the game. Now, Cannon bought the ticket at a convenience store in Bonne Terre earlier this month. After showing family members the ticket, she signed it, took pictures, and put it in a safe place until she could claim it the next day. Cannon recently moved to the Bonne Terre area from Indiana to be closer to family and help take care of her mother. The Bollinger County Museum of Natural History in Marble Hill will hold its 4th annual Chili Cook-Off and Supper. That'll be Saturday, February 23rd. Museum Director Patricia Welker tells 18 Eyewitness News how the chili will be judged.
2 ways of judging. We will have by popular vote. People can come in and pay a small admission fee and sample all the different chilies. Last year we had 8 different kinds. We're not sure how many we'll have this year. And you can then vote on which one you like the best. And then we will also have a panel of 3 judges who will do a taste test, and they will decide which chili they like the best.
There will be prizes awarded for the cook-off winners. The cook-off starts at 4:30 in the afternoon, and public tasting and voting will take place from 5 until 6 p.m. For more information on entering or taste testing the chili, visit our website at kdkz18.com. A kitchen in a Bollinger County home was destroyed by fire Saturday afternoon. The fire started in a wastebasket, which gutted the kitchen and produced heavy smoke throughout the rest of the house. Firefighters were able to stop the fire before spreading past the kitchen, and no one was home at the time of the fire.
Will we see any wintry precipitation for southeast Missouri this week? I'll give you all the details when we come back.
When someone comes in a mineral areas emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
With extended hours, let the UPS store pack and ship your gifts.
Hi, I'm Steve from the UPS store in Farmington, Missouri. Me and my staff would like to wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Let's take a look at weather headlines for southeast Missouri. We're going to see the cooler air stick around for the next couple of days. Clouds are in place for tomorrow with a wintry weather system moving in for tomorrow night and lasting through Wednesday. And it looks like temperatures right now are on the mild side, so no wintry weather for tonight. 44 right now in Cape Girardeau, 43 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 44, 43 in Festus, a little bit warmer down to south of Poplar Bluff, 46, and 45 right now in Piedmont. Currently here at the studio, we're at 43 degrees under a clear sky. Feels like 38 out there with current dew point 25, 48% humidity and winds coming out of the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. Going through your day on your Tuesday, we will see cloudy skies throughout southeast Missouri. This weather system will eventually scoot our way, bringing us wet weather for tomorrow night into Wednesday with a wintry precipitation possible throughout the area. For tonight, clear skies, low around 29 degrees, west wind 10 to 15, 26 in Festus, 29 in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown 28. Farther south you go, a little bit warmer, 30 in Piedmont, 32 down in Poplar Bluff, and 28 in Van Buren. Then for tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies, high around 45 degrees. Other area temperatures near 50, like in Festus, St. Genevieve, and Fredericktown, 49 in Cape Girardeau and Van Buren, and 50 in Piedmont. What's in store for the next several days? We do have wintry weather possible for your Wednesday, high around 50 with temperatures dropping throughout the day, 52 and partly sunny on your Thursday. Then we're going to start seeing cooler air movement for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as temperatures are in the upper 30s, back to the upper 40s for your Monday with a mostly cloudy sky and some rain in the forecast. That's checking your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. We'll be right back.
Time now for a look at our 2-minute tour of Missouri, where actually we start in Kentucky. Transportation officials say the Dorena-Hickman Ferry connecting Kentucky and Missouri had been closed on Sunday due to high winds and high water on the river. The Kentucky Department of Transportation says that winds were clocked southeasterly at around 20 miles an hour on Sunday, which was creating hazardous conditions. The ferry reopened on Monday. A report of a Northwest Missouri woman committing suicide has led to a second-degree murder charge against her husband. Johnson County authorities say they received a call Saturday afternoon about 24-year-old Danielle R. Garcia shooting herself at her home near Knob Noster. Now, when deputies arrived to the home, they found Garcia dead on the kitchen floor with an apparent gunshot wound to the head. Further investigation led to the arrest of her husband, Anthony Garcia, who was charged with 1 count each of second-degree murder and armed criminal action. His bond was set at $250,000. 2 veteran St. Louis police officers fatally shot a man Saturday who pointed a gun in their direction during the city's annual Mardi Gras celebration. The officers were working secondary security jobs for the all-day street party when they responded to shots fired south of the Mardi Gras zone. Police say the officers rode a golf cart to the scene where they saw a 32-year-old man with a weapon. They told him to drop the gun, but instead he pointed it at them. Both officers fired shots and wounded the man, who was pronounced dead at a local hospital. The name of the man won't be released until next of kin have been notified. The estranged husband of a woman who was killed in 2009 is charged in her death. Vernon County authorities are also saying another man, a farmhand on the suspect's farm, is also charged in the July 2009 death of 47-year-old Belinda Jean Beasley, who was found dead in her home north of Deerfield. Authorities report that 57-year-old Bob T. Beasley and 33-year-old Jeremy Maples were charged on Saturday. Reports say that the Beasleys were in the midst of divorcing when she died. Coming up today, we have an interesting Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News.
I'm Stacy Johnson. You want to do your taxes on the fly? Well, there's an app for that. Tax apps just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your Health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy.
If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh, commonly called a bladder sling, you may be entitled to a significant cash award. Many women implanted with this device have suffered discomfort, excruciating pain, and even incontinence. The FDA has even warned that pelvic meshes may cause serious injuries, including pain, scarring, infection, incontinence, and discomfort. If you or a loved one has been implanted with a pelvic mesh,
call the Relion Group at 800-796-6986.
Tomorrow is the birthday of one of America's most revered presidents, and as Dr. Bill Meyer explains in today's Focus on the Family segment, there's good reason for that.
On this continent, a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal.
Those famous words are from Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. What greater tribute on his birthday than to introduce your kids to this great man, this national hero, not just because of what he accomplished, but also how he handled adversity.
He tried starting several businesses and they failed. He tried running for several public offices and he lost. Eventually, he did win a seat in the U.S. House, but then he lost re-election. He ran to be vice president in 1856 and lost. He ran for the U.S. Senate and lost. He did not despair at the first failure, or the third failure, or the fifth failure.
Abraham Lincoln's determination to persevere through failure was a character trait he developed at an early age.
Lincoln walked several miles to borrow a book, and he took it home and it got water damage. But he felt such an obligation to the neighbor that he offered to work for the neighbor to compensate him for the book. That story of this young man spread throughout the countryside.
Given his reputation, Lincoln might have assumed he would succeed. But only after repeated attempts to win public office did he finally emerge as the surprise presidential winner in 1860.
Every child will experience what Abraham Lincoln experienced. Every person will experience hardship at some point. What are you going to do then? What's your response? Lincoln's response was to persevere. It was to not give up. And he met failure after failure, but it didn't discourage him because he knew there was something more for him if he didn't quit.
I'm Dr. Bill Meyer for Focus on the Family.
Dr. Mayer suggests you check out your local library for books or videos about Lincoln that can help you introduce your kids to this great man. For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Focus on the Family link. These days, there seems to be an app for just about anything, including tax preparation. Money expert Stacy Johnson shows us some apps for taxes.
Many people manage a lot of their daily activities using a smartphone or tablet, and everywhere you turn there's an app to make your life easier. These things can really make tax season a lot less taxing. For example, there are apps where you can just take a picture of your W-2, it fills in all the information. There are apps that'll help you organize your receipts, even estimate your refund. TaxAct has an app to help you file a free federal return. So does TurboTax and H&R Block, although it does cost money for state returns as well as complicated ones. And there are other tax apps out there that will help you do everything from estimate your refund to hook up with a tax pro. Even some accountants have trouble keeping track. That's why some CPAs created an app called I Donated It. Lets you take pictures of what you donated, records when and where you donated it, even calculates the value. Need to file an extension? TaxSoftware.com's 4868 app lets you fill out an IRS Form 4868 to apply for an extension of time to file your return. And if you want to see if the IRS has received your return, well, the IRS has an app for that. IRS To Go helps you check the status of your refund and connects you with other IRS tax information resources. Bottom line, using tax apps like this can help you file your taxes this year. They can help you get organized for your taxes next year. So use them. Want to see more tax apps? We've got a list of them right here at MoneyTalksNews.com. Just do a search for tax apps. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com. Click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
Coming up in sports, David Freese and the St. Louis Cardinals make a final deal. Blues forward Jamie Landenbrugger will be out of the game. We'll tell you why. And Mizzou continued their at-home dominance. It's all coming up here in Sports Zone.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
The St. Louis Cardinals and David Freese have reached an agreement on a one-year contract that avoids salary arbitration. The terms of the deal were not disclosed. Terms with all other arbitration-eligible players have already been met. Freese was one of 5 arbitration-eligible players the Cardinals had to negotiate with this offseason and was the last to reach an agreement. Freese earned over $500,000 in last season. It was announced on Saturday that St. Louis Blues forward Jamie Langenbrunner will undergo hip surgery and will be out of the game indefinitely. Langenbrunner has dressed in 4 games and posted 1 assist in this shortened season. Last season, Langenbrunner posted 24 points in 70 appearances with the Blues. Langenbrunner has played in 18 seasons for the NHL. And Missouri men's basketball continued its dominance at Mizzou Arena on Saturday. Alex Oriaki came in the game scoring a career high of 22 points and pulled down 18 rebounds to help number 21 Missouri win over Ole Miss a final of 98-79. Oriaki went 7 for 10 from the floor and finished 8 of 10 from the free throw line to help out the Tigers improve to 8-1 and 4 all-time at their home venue. Phil Pressey also helped out by dropping in 22 points, and Keon Bell finished with 21 points for Missouri, which is now 14-0 on the home season. That's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, guys, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Looking at your forecast for the rest of this evening, we're going to be seeing clear skies and kind of cold conditions. 41 degrees at 7 p.m., 37 by 9. By midnight, we're down to 34. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News. Hope you have a good evening. Newswatch is next, and don't forget to check out our website, KDKZ18.com.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com. Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.